Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Victorine Bitakwe, a Cameroonian YouTuber based in Cameroon, and I make videos about the things that catch my interest in life. Before we get into this video, if you are new to the channel, welcome. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, just click the subscribe button just down and hit the notification bell, which is going to help you to know whenever I upload a video. You're just going to get a signal like that, and then you're going to come right in here and you're going to watch that video. If you are old, I feel like I've been a bridesmaid for too many weddings that I know what to say to you who's a newbie, or if you've been in the game for a while. I find myself in this age group where everybody is either getting married or you're being me, just moving from one town to another, like that. So I have to be a bridesmaid for all the weddings. I have to be, like, my friend is getting married, I'm going to be a bridesmaid. Okay, the first time I was a bridesmaid was when I was in Form 4, that is 2018. Say what? I was 28. Man, how time flies. My elder sister was getting married and one of her bridesmaids didn't show up, so there was a free dress out there, and I was like, okay, I can fit into it, so I'm just gonna be a bridesmaid. I started learning the what nots, what to's, do nots, do's of weddings, of being a bridesmaid, and all of that. So I am just going to share this with you all because I can't have all of this knowledge and not share it with you all. Okay, I'm that generous. Yeah, just generous like that. What prompted me to do this video? I traveled to Bamenda recently for a wedding that was on the 14th, and I was a bridesmaid for that wedding. After that wedding, I was like, wow, okay, so these things keep happening. I have this platform right here that I could talk to. I have you all listening to me that I could talk to, you know. So why don't I just share this? I had this wedding on the 14th. My sis was getting married, my friend was getting married, and I was a bridesmaid, and I was all hyped about the wedding. I was all, yes, like, there's something about weddings that I just get out of the fact that I am an introvert, which I am, and I'm this very noisy girl, okay? And after the wedding, I was like, okay, let me share some of the things that I saw with you all. You know what I'm saying? So let's just get right into do nots of being a bridesmaid. First thing that you don't want to be when you're a bridesmaid, I have my points down so I don't go off. Yes. First thing you need to know about being a bridesmaid is, one, this wedding is not your wedding. I've been to weddings where, because I work on weddings a lot, I do makeup, I do bridal hair, and I see things happening. I've been to weddings where the bridesmaids are a pain in the butt. As a bridesmaid, this is who you are. Let me just get to this. As a bridesmaid, you are a maid. That's what the name says, okay? You are the bride's maid, the bride's servant, the bride's help, the bride's hype man, the bride's photographer, the bride's handyman, the bride's, you know, you're there to help the bride. Most people don't get this. Most brides, like from when they are small, already have an idea of how they want their wedding to look like. Somebody's idea will be, okay, everybody's going to tie leaves on my wedding. We're going to be like Adam and Eve. Wow, that's rhyme scheme. That is their idea. You don't want to be the person who comes in and tries to impose their own ideas on the bride. All you are there for is to help the bride make her dreams come true. You don't want to be a bridesmaid who does not cooperate with the bride. I know that people don't have the same style. When you bring people together and you have this idea, it is you putting your style on them. Now, many bridesmaids find a problem with that, and they want to go by their individual styles, as in, you can't go by everybody's style because you're not going to have what you want. So as a bridesmaid, just sacrifice that day, sacrifice that bit of money to make sure that your friend has a successful wedding. I also know that some people have very stupid sense of fashion. Now, as a bridesmaid who is fashionable and you know that your bride is not, it's in your place to counsel the bride. So it shouldn't be out of your personal, your selfish interest of you trying to find something that's going to suit you. You should be doing it out of love for your bride and trying to get a better version of her vision. Okay, since you're there to support the bride, which is the first point, you want to make sure that on that day you are very, very comfortable. Like, in as much as bridesmaids are there to show, let me tell you one reason why I like being a bridesmaid. Like, when it's time for food, when the bride goes to the table, the next people to go to the table are the bridesmaids. Another reason why I like being a bridesmaid is, man, like, all the attention is on you all. You know, you're entering the hall, everybody's looking at you. People are checking your hair, they're checking your nails, checking your this. I like that kind of attention. I'm not going to lie about it. In as much as it's the bride's day, it's also the day of the bridesmaids. Okay, so everybody's eyes are on you all. I like that kind of thing. But as a bridesmaid, you need to know that you are there to back up the bride. If anything is going wrong, don't expect the usher to come around. If the bride is falling, you should be ready to catch her. If the bride is, I don't know, whatever may happen to the bride, you should be able to be apt and prepared to help her out. The next thing you want to do is you all want to find something which is comfortable, so that if the bride needs assistance at any point in time, you can be able to step in without ruining the whole look of a bridesmaid. I see people wearing crazy, you see these shoes, get out. Now there's this shoe that came out, that is out now. The shoe that when you put your toes inside, people see your toes, they see your, like, they see everything. These transparent rubber shoes, and when the sun is up, man, you're going to sweat. It's going to hurt. You see those shoes? As a bridesmaid, I would advise you don't even get there, because it's really like, it's not even a bridesmaid thing. Those shoes are uncomfortable. I don't know why people get to wear that. I have one. I don't know why I still wear it. Maybe because of the money that I paid on it and all of that. I'm like, no, I need to wear this till the money wears out. But third thing you need to take care of as a bridesmaid is you need to make sure that everything is ready before the wedding date. Okay, yes, I know that we have wedding planners. Sometimes as a bridesmaid, you shouldn't wait for a wedding planner to check if your clothes are ready. You all have the tailor's number, tailor de quarter. Follow tailor up, make sure that your dress is ready. If they're buying shoes for a group, make sure that the shoe is ready in time and people get to measure it. If it's hair, just make sure that everything, like all those tiny bits that make up the whole package, just make sure that they are ready before the date of the wedding. I left Yaoundé. I went to Bamenda to attend this wedding. Our tailor is based in Bamenda. So when I get to Bamenda, it was a ghost town. We couldn't meet with the tailor. She only showed up the next day late, and then my dress could not enter. You can imagine that kind of situation now. I could not schwang as I planned to schwang like the bridesmaid. It was a total failure for me. I started doing a vlog, and the moment when the dress did not enter, I was like, okay, this is a failure. And I really wanted to continue doing the vlog thing to share the failure experience with you all, but my spirit really crashed. Like, I never ever expected that kind of thing. But I'm sure that I have experienced that side of being a bridesmaid, and if something like that happens next time, I'll share that with you all, like beginning to end. So dress did not enter, my shoe wasn't there on time, the hair was, like, everything was just happening like that's crazy. My dress came finally. Like, we're supposed to start church by 9, it's already 10. Dress came. Can it enter? It's not really. It did not fit. You won't imagine. Ade. Pull. Okay. So I also sent somebody to get my shoe from the pack, and they didn't succeed to get the shoe. So I look a mess, but I'm going to the pack right now to get the shoe, and the dress has been sent to some other tailor to sort it out. Now, wow. Those are things that we could have avoided if we took care of those things, like, before the date. We wanted to take care of the things that week, and Bamenda is really unpredictable, so things happen which were not in our power to control, and then we just lost control of it, and then it was a failure for me like that. I don't want that kind of thing to happen again. So as a bridesmaid, make sure that you measure your dress. Dress is important, because shoe you can wear your two rope and nobody will notice when you have this flushing gown like that. Now the next thing that you want to do as a bridesmaid, this is very, very important. I know how ladies, I know that ladies have this tendency that they want to show off their treasures. You want to show off your bijou, you bought this new thing, you want people to see. Like there's this show thing about ladies like that, which you cannot really avoid. This is what happens with our Cameroonian weddings. It's usually typical that the bride will get a house like this, a furnished apartment or something. You may have like 2-3 rooms or 1 room, I don't know, it depends on the number of bridesmaids that are there. All of you get to stay in that room like the day before the wedding date, or the day after. It just depends on the plan. Now all of you are in that room. That's what usually happens. Now that place where all the bridesmaids are, as a bridesmaid you should know that that is not where you should show off your treasures. Now this is different if the bridesmaids, not very different, but let me just give this a rare example. If the bridesmaids know each other, if I am in the same room with Rami, I'm in the same room with BI, I'm in the same room with Gretel, I'm in the same room with Monica, like everybody that I know, okay, I can take my phone and I'll keep here, and I'm very, very sure that none of these girls are going to touch my phone like that, because I know them like deep. But that's not how it is in most weddings, because you're going to have an off Sophia, you're going to have a Miranda that you have no idea about in that room. So the moment you get to show off your treasures, you have this new watch and you just put it around, because things usually just happen fast, and people just get to keep their things anyhow. Even though that can be avoided, people just get to keep little things like that. Things happen very fast. It's very easy for your thing to be stolen as a bridesmaid. So my advice is that unless you get your own hotel room, because there are people like that you don't really like the crowd thing, but I don't see why you accept to be a bridesmaid if you don't like the crowd thing, because everything, the fun happens when all of you are together. So unless you're getting your own hotel room, if you're getting your own hotel room, yes, you can just keep your treasures all around, and then you're very sure that when you come back from church, when you come back from the reception, you're going to find your things where you kept them. But if you're with everybody, don't show your things around like that. Even people that don't want to steal, that don't want to take, there are certain things that when you show off, you want to steal. You see this thing as a bridesmaid, don't move around with this thing anyhow, because you will not see it. I'm telling you, when I finally succeed to buy this, I don't move with it anyhow, because this is one of the easiest things that even me, and let me not even lie, even me, when I see this now, there's just something that, okay, let's just end there. Try as much as possible to keep your things in one place so that it doesn't mix, because some things will get stolen, some things will be destroyed. You don't want to just let your things just be like that. The next thing you want to do as a bridesmaid, or you want to not do, you don't want to be the bridesmaid who comes into the room and is just silent, just sitting there. That is boring, very, very boring. Like there's always somebody in the group. Okay, I know that most groups that I get into, I'm going to be the person that just sits and smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave, like in most groups. But it's not fun. Like, you shouldn't even be in that group if you're going to act like that. So I help myself out of it. I'll laugh at something, because I just easily just get jokes like that. I'm going to laugh at something, I'm going to try to say something and stuff like that. I don't want to be the person who is quiet. So try to interact with people. Don't be the person in the group who is just there like that. It's a very, very boring something. Now the next point connected to this is that you want to build a network. Okay, because I don't just believe that people come together like that just to come and hype the bride only, and then like every gathering that you find yourself in, you should have a benefit. Try to create networks, get to know people, get to know what this one is doing, see how you can be of help to this one, see how this one can help you, you know, things like that. For most of the weddings that I've worked at, for most of the weddings that I have been at, the bride is always a little, like there's some little stress that she gets, either from family, from decor woman, from photographer is not here, from auntie who doesn't like the husband, from some friend calling you, hey Vicky, so you're getting married today, you're not telling me. Like, there's just somebody that's trying to stress you up on your wedding. So brides just wear that. Some people really wear stress, some people don't wear stress, and then they just let it go. But as a bridesmaid, what you need to know is that you are your girl's hype man, you are your girl's hype woman. So as a bridesmaid, you're a comedian, you're a chill pill, you are a relaxation pill to the bride. That's your work. You shouldn't be one of the people saying, ah, Vicky, that motor wo, Vicky, that hair wo, Vicky, that hairstyle is no job no work, you look very wo. Time don't pass, we don't really late. We don't really late. Like, there's just somebody who has a way of saying things that will just make you tense. Don't bring up stories. The bride should feel like, oh my god, these are my G's, these are my girls, you know what I'm saying? Yes, you should be that kind of bridesmaid. Don't be the one that is doing the things that I've said we should not do. So if you see and say you don't go fit, you see that you won't be able to be supportive like that to the bride, better just tell her that you won't attend the wedding, you understand now? Because it's no use for you to be there and then not helping the bride out, not maiden. It's not, you're not the star of the day, you're not the bride, okay? Anyways, what's my own self? That's my own opinion. If it makes sense to you, please give this video a thumbs up. Let me know other things that one can do as a bridesmaid to help the bride have a beautiful day. I love you all, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye. Leave a girl a comment down below.